Well, when the sun goes down and the moon comes up, dun 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 dun, I turn into a teenage goo goo moth. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, cruise through the city and I roam the streets. Dun 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 dun, looking for something that is nice to eat. Dun 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 dun. You better talk when I show up. Goo goo moth. Yeah, perfect song to calm me down after sitting through this atrocious franchise. One of the worst movie franchises ever. Uh, why, MGM? Why did you make a sequel to the biggest animated atrocity of 2019? Hey guys, this is Frozen Wish Stews here, and welcome back to another extreme rant. And today, I am going to be doing an extreme rant on the Addams Family tone. Since I touched the first one, I might as well do the second one as well. So yeah, the tagline of this movie is unhappy to see you again. Yeah, I am definitely unhappy to see this movie again, like and these characters back. Adam's Family 2. Adam's Family 2 came out in the year 2021, the same year as No Time to Die. And literally, this movie came out just a week before No Time to Die, and which No Time to Die is still my favorite movie, 2021, by the way. And it's directed once again by Conrad Vernon and Greg Tiernan, and it stars Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron, Chloe Grace Moretz, Javon Walton. Why would you replace Finn Wolfhard, by the way, as Pugsley? Nick Rose, Snoop Dogg, Betty Midler, Bill Hader, Wallace Shawn, Conrad Vernon, etc. And so the film tells the story, which, yeah, once again, no story at all. Yeah, the story is about about the Yaz family who feel like their bonding isn't as strong as they think it is. As Gomez feels like Wednesday is barely coming home. Like she doesn't want to hang out with her family. Yeah, since yes, it is true that Wednesday prefers to be with her human friends than go home. And yeah, so Gomez wants to have a family bonding time to get Wednesday to be closer with her family than her friends. And then came an idea for an Addams Family road trip. Yeah, and during the road trip, there is this lawyer who chases after the Addams family. He wants Wednesday because apparently Wednesday's body was swapped. And Wednesday turns out Wednesday is adopted. Like it's just adopted, and she's not really a part of the Addams family. Yeah, and so apparently Wednesday's real father turns out to be this evil scientist, but and blah blah blah. Who cares? Oh, and also Pugsley gets a love interest too. Yeah. Oh boy. So if you see my extreme rant on the first film, I think you already know how much I hate it with a burning passion. Yeah, Alice Family is. I stand by calling it the worst animated film of 2019. And very much a film that just destroys the Addams Family to its core. Yeah, I don't need to say anything else about it. But a sequel to the Addams Family? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you out of your mind? Whose bright idea was it to green light a sequel to the Addams Family? Nobody, not even a single soul ask for this sequel to be made. And this was one of my least anticipated movies of 2021. Yeah, sure, I did not make a list of the worst of my least anticipated movies of 2021 list, but This sure as hell would have been on it. I actually don't even remember. I don't quite remember what my least anticipated movie of 2021. Yeah, and I will admit that in my initial extreme rant on the first film, I did say that I think that this sequel is not as bad as the first film. But the reason why I said that is mainly because I kind of forgot what actually happened in this film. I don't remember it, I kind of remember it more. Usually, to me, I would prefer a film that agonized me to my core more than a film that I just forget about and can easily move on from it because yeah. Whenever I think about a bad movie, it just really it gets so injected into my veins, into my core. When it comes to my thoughts on this film and my experience rewatching it, I will say that the only benefit I got from rewatching this film was that it did remind me of my 2021. Yeah, sure, I will say 2021 is probably the worst year in the internet because 2021 was a year where people started to hate me, and I think the level of internet drama that happened in 2021 was like at its absolute worst. Yeah, I mean that it was a year where I started to hate. Inside of Fan 2001, aka Trolls Band Together Fan 2001. It was a year where people started to make rants on me, and this one user named well, I forgot the name, but I don't give a shit. Yeah, Eames, I think, has made published a bunch of rants on me, and everyone started to turn their backs to me for it. It was a year where I was friends with some people who now I became sworn enemies with. Although thankfully now those users did do ignore me now. Yeah, and but however, it did bring me memories of my personal self in 2021. Yeah, when it comes to my 2021 self, without the internet, without me being on the internet, I actually had a good year. It was a good year in my life. Yeah, I was free from the quarantine, pandemic. Even though the pandemic was still strong, and I had to wear a mask 24/7. Yeah, it was such a solid, memorable year, and I still remember some events that happened. And that does not say much, cause but if you're wondering now, my thoughts on the actual movie now, oh. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Yeah, that's actually why I decided to go out of the house because I think this I deserve to yell as much as I did with the first film. Yes, if you guys notice, I actually started off my rant on this inside the house, but but mainly because I thought that it would almost rain, but turns out when I saw that the rain clouds were going away and it was not going to rain after all. Well, as of now, I think it's a decent time for me to actually record my rant outside. And yes, I'm doing it outside because there are people at my house actually. For the past few videos, I did get a chance to record my videos inside the house because the house is empty. And I don't talk about private stuff, but anyways, yeah. This movie was even worse than I remembered it being. And I was too generous calling this better than the first film, even if it's still shit. But like what I said earlier, I couldn't really remember much that happened in this film. I couldn't remember this film enough for me to say that it's worse than the first film. But not only is this the worst Addams Family movie ever, that's worse than the first film, but it is now my worst movie of 2021. Yes, it dethroned Sing 2. I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. those who know me so well probably know how much I hate Sing 2 with a passion. And no, guys, I am not going to change my mind on Sing 2. I am not going to take back every mean thing I said about it. I am still keeping Sing 2 a half star rating. A 0 out of 5. I am not changing my rating to 1 out of 5. I don't give a shit about anybody who says, "Oh, Frozen, please give Sing 2 a chance. It's actually good. You're just biased against Illumination. You just don't want to admit you like the film." No, 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 no. I am not doing that at all. But actually, I will admit, maybe I did overreact calling Sing 2 the worst movie of 2021. Because there are worse movies out there, and it's not just Addams Family too. Like, it actually opened my eyes into like thinking, maybe Sing 2 isn't the worst. Maybe Sing 2 isn't really the worst movie of that year. I think there are a few movies that are worse. Now, Sing 2 is among my top 5 worst movies 2021. But yeah, I'm actually thinking of putting a few other 2021 movies worse than Sing 2. Why is it, you may ask? Well, I'll have to rewatch some. I am actually planning to rewatch some 2021 movies that I hate with a passion, and yeah, so you'll see what it is. But but maybe there could be a 2021 movie worse than Addams Family too. But actually, it's this film for now. Also, what a coincidence! MGM, both my best and worst movies of 2021 are MGM films, and were released on the exact same month. And like what I said earlier, yes, No Time to Die is still my favorite movie of 2021. So what is wrong with Addams Family 2, you may ask? Well, let's get this out of the way. If there's anything I can say about this film, to describe this in a without context yet, the best way to describe this, basically have twice the same problems as the first film, but double it down and also added new problems to make things worse. Basically similar to Animat's reasons why he hates Cloudy 2 with a burning passion. And boy, I can't believe how atrocious this is. This shit makes the Addams Family 2019 look like Wednesday in comparison to this. This is a brand new low for the Addams Family. It feels even less like Addams Family than they've ever been, and now it feels like I don't even know who these characters are. These are not the Addams Family. These are freaking imposters. These are just regular human people dressed up as Addams Family. That's what I'm seeing in them. I'm not seeing. I don't see Addams Family in them. Not at all. Nothing. No sign of it. And once again, there is no story at all. But instead, the writers have the audacity to throw in random subplots all at once to see which sticks, and none of them do. But at least the first film, despite how annoyingly preachy it was, had something to say. At least there was a message about differences. Sure, it was handled horribly, but at least it was a message. But you know what's worse than a preachy message? No message at all. This movie does not say anything. It had nothing to say. I guess it talks about family, and how family must stick together, blah blah blah. But it doesn't feel like a message at all. And it's so random reason. And this movie does the unthinkable to ruin Wednesday's character. Yes, Wednesday, my favorite member of the Addams Family. How the fuck can you do Wednesday this dirty? I know that how do I say this? The first Wednesday was already butchered up in the first one, but at least I would say that Wednesday is at least the most tolerable thing about that film. Even if she still sucked in it, but in this film, oh my goodness, oh my god, they have the audacity to tell us that, oh, Wednesday is apparently not an Addams after all. She was adopted. Ah, how fucking dare you? That is not Wednesday's character. And maybe I do believe that Wednesday was just adopted because because like I said, nobody in this movie feels like Addams. So yeah, apparently there was this whole like those side plot where apparently Wednesday wasn't supposed to be an Addams family member because she was swapped with another baby in the stroller. So yeah, like in the crib, like in the hospital cribs, and so yeah, but apparently she apparently turns out to be the biological daughter of Cyrus Strange. Yeah, that is total bullshit. That is not Wednesday. The Wednesday I know is like 100% an Addams, even though I guess she is the least creepy out of them, but still that doesn't mean you should like tell us that, oh, Wednesday is not an Addams. Like and then it turns out that apparently Cyrus Strange lied about being Wednesday's father. So who was it? And apparently there's this like lawyer guy who just like follows the Addams family wherever they go. And my God, he is so annoying. Like he doesn't even serve a purpose to the story. He's just there chasing the Addams family. Like, oh, and also the fact that this movie forced in a romance subplot where Pugsley falls in love with this girl who acts like a pig, and apparently Pugsley was like, oh, I can do everything she can, so that means I gotta love her. And that only happens in the third act of the film. But by far, the worst thing about the film is how childish it is. Like, if you thought the first film was, childish enough and babyish enough of a babysitting garbage, oh, wait till you see what this film does to it. Like, at least the first film doesn't go as far as this film, but this movie is basically one of those how do you do fellow kids, like those types of animated film, like where basically they're being so cool and hip with a young crowd, and they expect kids to laugh at characters being stupid, and not to mention the endless pop culture references as well. Oh my goodness. So like now, yes, I actually don't remember all of the pop culture references in this film, but I am only going to be talking about the pop culture references that I somehow remember. Oh boy, let's do this. Like, remember the first film where basically the drop it like it's hot. Yeah, that shitty ass song plays in the background during Cousin It's entrance because he's voiced by Snoop Dogg. Oh, how about have a Snoop play Snoop Dogg rap songs as much as possible because Cousin It is voiced by Snoop Dogg. Seriously, every single time Cousin It shows up in this film, they always have to play a Snoop Dogg song in the background, even if none of Snoop Dogg's songs actually fit this type of film. And it's not just Snoop Dogg songs. There were way too many rap songs that don't fit in this film. Like, I guess some of these rap songs are good songs on their own, but still, like, they don't match, and they don't match. But yeah, but that's a list of its pop culture problems. Like one pop culture references that I remember in this film is that this movie mentions Amazon Prime. Like when Gomez Addams was like, oh, Pugsley, don't do that, don't do that to Amazon Prime. Like, yeah, he mentions Amazon Prime. Why? Oh, is it because this movie went straight to Amazon Prime? Which, by the way, good. It does not deserve a theatrical release at all. Even if sadly it got a theatrical release in my country, which is bullshit. But yeah, but seriously, did they put that references in the last minute? last second, the moment when this movie was skipping theaters and going straight to Amazon Prime, because yeah, just so they can make this reference more. Oh no, whatever the fuck, whatever, man. But you wanna know what the worst of these pop culture references are? Like the Jaws reference, where basically there was a scene where they were in the Miami Beach, which, by the way, how dare you, movie? How dare you bring Miami into this? Now, just a heads up, guys. Miami is actually my future. I'm actually planning on living. I'm actually planning to live in Miami, to move out to Miami in the future. I won't say why Miami exactly, but yeah, I am. Like, once I graduate college, I think I'm ready to move out of the Philippines. Yes, Miami is where I'm going to live. But still, yeah, how dare this movie mention my dream country. And yeah, so they were on the Miami Beach. And then, Uncle Fester put on this shark suit. He was like going to pretend to be like a Jaws character. And as it turns out, he was like floating in the water with a shark fin pointed out. And guess what? They actually referenced Jaws. Even the camera, I remember in Jaws, the still shot of Brody's face when he saw that there's a shark coming, and then that still shot, and then everyone just ran away from the shark. Yeah, they imitated that in this film. Seriously, Steven Spielberg, please sue all these. Steven Spielberg needs to sue all these writers and everybody involved in this film in court, because that was a stupid reference to make. That was uncalled for. And also there's a scene where Wednesday joins a bunch of girls in singing recital, and oh my goodness, their singing was so cringe-worthy that I wanted to go inside this movie and tell them to shut up. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The ending featured a rebranding of the Addams Family song. It wasn't the classic this time. It was a modernized version. It's creepy, it's okay, it's piano, it's stupid, it's all together. Yeah, oh my goodness. They even ruined the theme song. Like, if you thought that the rap song in the first one was bad enough, oh boy, this takes it to a whole new level, where now they just copy all the lyrics of the Addams Family theme and just puts their own spin to it. And all the characters in this film are either one-dimensional or annoying. I already talked about Wednesday's bullshit character arc, Pugsley, forced love interest. And also Gomez Addams was so annoying in this film. He's like, hey guys, why is Wednesday not with us? Seriously, Gomez does not shut up in this film. He's so annoying. But the worst character in this film has to be Uncle Fester. Now, I understand Uncle Fester is... I get it. Uncle Fester is supposed to be a dumb character, but he's not as charmed to it. But this Uncle Fester, they turned him into modern Patrick Star levels of stupid, where he basically would do stupid things that would put the characters all at risk. Like, especially that scene where... You want to know the reason why Wednesday was quote-unquote mistakenly with the Addams Family member and was swatted in the hospital? It's because Uncle Fester grabbed a bunch of babies, including Wednesday's from her biological crib, juggled them, and tried to guess where these babies belong, and apparently mixed them up. And my God, he make endless stupid decisions after stupid decisions, and he won't shut up. He won't stop talking, up to the point where it's just so cringy. And also the Thing, they did the unthinkable by putting eyes on Thing. I'm sorry, whose decision that was? You know the reason why the thing that makes Thing such a unique member of the Addams Family was that he he doesn't have eyes, yet you could still feel his expression, as proven in a Wednesday show, where basically they made Thing a main character, even if Thing did not have eyes, but at least Thing was just a hand the whole time, but at least he can express. He gave expressions. He can actually express his feelings, but this thing giving him eyes so that he can feel, so that the audiences can like actually see what he's actually feeling without just a hand. Like, that is not a thing. What a stupid decision. Now, admittedly, even if I think that this is worse than the first film, there are some things that this movie does better. Like, admittedly, the animation on the humans is kind of an improvement from the first film. At least it does not look it looks more presentable, not like a cheap 2000s Nickelodeon show. But it still looks the animation in this movie as a whole still looks unappealing, so not past. And I will say that Cyrus Strange was a more tolerable villain than Margaret Cox Needler from the first film. At least he isn't like so goofy and annoying, but he's still a shitty ass villain. Yeah, he like seriously. And Bill Hader, what are you doing in this movie? Yeah, Cyrus Strange is without question Bill Hader's worst role ever, and I'm not saying otherwise. So overall, The Addams Family 2 is not only worse than the first, but it is one of the worst animated films I have ever seen in my life, and the worst movie of 2021. Yeah, enough said. I'm going to give The Addams Family 2, of course, 0 stars out of 5. Fuck this movie. Okay, well, now, I actually could have titled this an extreme epic rant, but the reason why I only titled this an extreme rant was because of the possibilities that there could be worse movies in 2021. But maybe over time, I could retitle this to an extreme epic rant, but I'll have to think about it. So yeah, thank God I am done with this, talking about this shitty ass duology. I am never ever going to rewatch them again. Yeah, I'm for it. Now let's do the Google dance. Let's do Google the muck dance to celebrate me being free from this film. When the sun goes down and the moon comes out. Yeah, well, I already sang that in the intro. Well, so whatever. So yeah, that's all for my extreme rants. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Addams Family 2? Would you agree? Who agrees with me that Addams Family 2 is the worst movie of 2021, or at the very least the worst animated movie of 2021? So yeah, comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review of an actual great franchise. Yeah, going from now that I've talked about one of the worst animated franchises of all time. Now let's talk about one of the greatest animated franchises of all time, because yes, guys, Harry Thomas, you are going to love this, because I am going to be reviewing the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy on my channel. Yes, so yeah, stay tuned for my review of the first How to Train Your Dragon movie. So yeah, bye guys.